Any given autumn day in our state, you'll see farmers wrapping up their growing season. But things are very much alive at Bloomin Wooly Acres. BWA Commercial Gardens is run by Lloyd and Renee Johnson near Nashua in northeast Iowa.
We sought a place to live that was on the farm. We've always enjoyed being in the country. And initially I had an off-farm employment, but I found a way to plant a garden, and that garden got bigger and bigger. And then we decided it was time to share some of the produce.
The Johnsons began by offering their fresh pickings to neighbors, then to farmers markets. They realized they had an even greater capacity to produce and are now selling to grocers, schools, hospitals, and restaurants.
One of our dreams, of course, is that we could make a living. And making a living is to be profitable. So we try to develop efficiencies here at the farm as we focus on quality, but never lose the joy and the satisfaction of growing things. We also would like to have an impact, along with other producers across Iowa, in trying to build a better, healthier food system.
In addition to dozens of other crops, they grow a wide variety of brassicas, or cruciferous vegetables. You'll find kale, broccoli, cabbages, and lots of Brussels sprouts growing here.
Growing Brussels sprouts is both easy and it's challenging. A lot of it depends on the conditions of soil, the pressure of pests, of disease. If you don't rotate the crops and tend to the soil, you can have a number of problems. We've had a wide variety of success. Again, it's how we engage many variables in our environment.
Brussels sprouts grow in a spiral pattern along the side of long, thick stalks. They mature over several weeks from the lower to the upper part of the stalk.
Harvesting Brussels sprouts is both a great deal of fun and can also be a great deal of work. Basically, the actual harvesting involves snapping sprouts off, usually from the bottom up. We go for a medium-sized sprout that is at least 6 to 12 inches up the stem. The ones at the bottom may or may not be full or well filled out. We'll use any that are well filled out and solid. We'll think of harvesting a certain plot, say, at 3 different times. The last harvest would be perhaps late in October.
These edible buds can continue to be harvested until winter sets in. In fact, the sprouts harvested after a frost are said to be the sweetest.
I really like Brussels sprouts. With a meal, of course, they're just a real treat. It's almost, you could almost consider it dessert. Part of the joy of producing vegetables is going out there and knowing that you have produce that you can sell. But we've had the experience also of going into the retailer setting and finding that the shelf was empty. That's very satisfying. It makes the idea of local, fresh, essentially organic production for Bloomin Wooly Acres a fulfillment. And it can always bring a smile to my face.